I would like to thank everybody who came today just to show support for Willie and my family. Oh, my beloved Willie, you've lived anything less than an easy life, and yet it all cut off to you much too quickly. Nevertheless, your dedication to success for your family shall never go forgotten. You strive for success in your salesmanship and urged Vic to do the same. Although it wasn't always in the traditional sense, you loved your sons very much. I tried my best to decipher your love to them. You were hard on them, of course, but for their benefit. You were a loving father. Your love was just sometimes misinterpreted.
I don't want to see you. Get out of here. I want to see the boss. I don't want to see you. You invite him to dinner, and he expects it all day. He's so excited, and then you desert him.
He had a fine time with us. Listen, when I desert him, I hope I don't outlive the day.
I don't want to see you. Get out of here.
Still, though, I stood up for you when your sons were at fault. I made sure they treated you right. And believe me, I know the stress you dealt with. What happened before growing up, and now, was entirely unbearable for you. Of course, you found your ways to cope. I never blamed you for that, though, although happened Vic might have. I know you meant well, and loved your family very much. I just wish I could have been more help, more of what you needed in your dire state. I hope I didn't let you down.
He's dying, Beth. Why is he dying? He's trying to kill himself. How? I live from day to day. What are you talking about? Well, remember last February when he smashed the car? Yeah. The insurance inspector said it wasn't an accident.
How can they tell? That's a lie.
There was a woman at the scene. She saw the whole thing. She said he wasn't driving fast at all. He deliberately crashed the car. And then last month, I found the rubber pipe just behind the fuse box.
It broke my heart to know how fragile you were, and how I couldn't help you. No one could. I was always there for you, even though sometimes it wasn't noticed. Willie, I loved you very much, and I hope you know that I always wanted you to succeed. I know it hasn't been easy for you, and I hope you can finally rest easy. Thank you.
Dad, I know you're always my biggest supporter, but you're also my biggest critic. I know you thought I was a superstar in high school and destined for greatness, but my skills never translated to the real world, and you couldn't see that. Instead, you kept pushing me to be something I'm not, and I kept failing, but you still didn't see it. I remember when I went for an interview about Happy's idea, but the boss didn't even know why I was there or what I was there for. He ignored me, and it became so obvious that a business like that was not meant for me, but you still didn't see it.
Finally, at about 5 o'clock, he came out. Didn't remember who I was or anything. I felt like such an idiot.
Did you tell him about my Florida idea?
No, he came out for 1 minute. I was so mad. I could have torn the walls down. How the hell did I get the idea that I would have been a salesman there? I realized how ridiculous my whole life has been. It's just been one big lie. I've been talking a dream my whole life.
And I'm not the only inadequate man in our relationship. My faith in you was shattered when you betrayed Mom with your affair. How could I, as a son, ever want to be great for you when you couldn't even love my mother enough to stay loyal to her? I was heartbroken, but you didn't want me to be.
Well, we better get going. What's the matter? Now listen, pal, she's just a buyer. All right, get my stuff. Now stop crying and do as I say. I gave you an order. Is that what you do when I give you an order? How dare you cry? When you get older, you'll realize you shouldn't overemphasize things like this.
Never mind.
All this time I've been doing what you think I should be doing, but I'm not. I'm done. You might see me as a failure, but at least I'm facing reality.
I loved you, Dad. I always wanted to be the very best for you, but you never paid attention to me. I know I stand in the shadow of Biff, and I tried so hard to rise above his shadow, but you always focused on him. I wanted to be someone for you. I wanted you to feel like you were a successful parent because you were. You raised us right. I wanted to show you something positive that you've done with all the pressure of the paid off yet empty house and all the dentist bills. I wanted to show you that even though Biff and I are moving on with our lives, we will always be your little boys and will always be your sons. We were proud of you, so proud of you. You worked hard at everything you did. I wanted to be your ideal son. Unfortunately, I had a more ideal son to compete with.
Biff, I heard Mr. V's gonna flunk you if you don't start studying for math.
Biff, you should probably start studying for math. Go ahead now.
But Pops, look at my new sneakers.
Wow, anything.
Just because he printed University of Virginia on his sneakers doesn't mean they have to graduate him, Uncle Willie.
But Pops, how was Providence?
Dad, do you notice I've been losing weight, Dad? Biff, Providence was great. Slaughtered him and killed him in Boston.
That boy.
I did try. I tried so many times and you just ignored me like I was nothing. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Even my business idea got put in the hands of Biff. You never directly sent me to sales pitches, you always sent him. You always sent your sidekick. I've been nothing but supportive of you. I've always had your back and you let me down. You let me down, Dad.
Wait a minute, I got an idea. When I was down in Florida, I had an idea to sell sporting goods. Biff, you and I could have a line, the Loman line. We could train for a couple weeks and then do exhibitions, see? Now that's $1 million idea. Don't wear sports jacket and slacks when you go to see Oliver.
No,
A business suit. Talk as little as possible. Don't crack any jokes.
he liked me. Always liked me.
Walk in very serious. You are not applying for a boy's job. Money is to pass. Be quiet, fine, and serious. Everybody likes a kidder, but nobody lends him money. You got this. Put it right here.
Dad, I loved you with every little bit of my heart, even now. Yes, you let me down. Yes, you ignored me, but you're still my dad. You always were my dad and always be my dad. I'll see you again one day. Hopefully then I'll be enough for you. Rest easy, Dad.
I wish you would have taken my help, Willie. I know you only wanted to be the best in life, but it consumed you. It ate you up. I fear that my very tendencies that were so different from yours only drove you further into madness. You were a competitive man, one that was ultimately too concerned with what he didn't have, and one that didn't focus enough on what he had. I was able to do this. I found a humble pride in my own son. I know that drove you crazy. I remember your absolute confusion when you found out my own son, Bernard, had been working a case in the Supreme Court.
Can you believe this kid? He's gonna argue a case in the Supreme Court.
Pop! No, the Supreme Court? Well, I gotta go. See you later, Pop.
Knock him dead, Bernard. I know you will.
The Supreme Court and he didn't even mention it?
He didn't have to mention it. He's gonna do it.
And you never told him what to do, did you? You never took any interest in him?
My salvation is that I never took any interest in anything.
You couldn't understand that I hadn't tried to manipulate my son. I hadn't tried to force him into a place that would advance the American dream. It was strange that I had not been flaunting around my son like you would have. You had invested so much of your time into the American dream, countless hours on the job, supporting your family, the thrill of seeing Biff play football. But this unidealistic goal led you to run tireless towards an unachievable standard. You could not accept anything below this American dream. I was always only trying to help. I helped you pay your bills. Heck, I even offered to get you a job. But yet again, you held yourself to a higher standard.
I offered you a job, $50 a week, and I won't send you on the road.
I've got a job.
A job without pay? What kind of job is a job without pay? Listen here, kid. Enough is enough. I'm no genius, but I know when I'm being insulted.
Insulted?
I'm offering you a job.
What's the matter with you? I've got a job.
Then what are you walking in here every week for?
Well, if you don't want me to walk in here,
I'm offering you a job.
I don't want your goddamn job.
When the hell are you gonna grow up?
If you say that to me again, I'll wrap you. I don't care how big you are.
Willie, how much money do you need?
I'm strapped. I was just fired.
You wanted to attain everything by yourself. You could never fully accept the help of others in fear that it would devalue all that you have achieved in life. I wish you better understood my acts of charity. In the end, your refusal of charity was more embarrassing than your need for it. I wish you had just been more honest with me. I wish you had been able to be vulnerable with me. I wish you had been able to escape the clutches of your dream. You forgot to value your own happiness over the American dream. Thank you. Would anyone else like to speak?
I'd like to say something.
I didn't even think I was going to come here today. God, I can't even believe it, that I'm even up here speaking. It's been like 16 years since I've last seen you, Lily. It's so weird. Standing up here, seeing for the first time the real world. Really, this is the first time I've seen your wife. What was your name again? Lily? Lorraine? Oh, Linda, I'm sorry. I almost didn't think you were real. Oh, my self-centered man. God, how you ruined me back in the day.
Why haven't you had another drink, honey, and stop being so damn self-centered?
I'm so lonely.
You know you ruined me, right, Willie? I see now every time you go to the office, you go right by me straight to the buyers. No waiting at my desk anymore. You ruined me.
I gave you all of my attention. I had so much admiration for you, honey. I didn't care that I was your mistress, the ultimate betrayal to your family. I didn't care. I was such a fool for you. I was a fool for Willie Loman, a self-centered butthole. Did you know how much you humiliated me back in the day, back in that hotel room? You threw me out like I was nothing, even after how good I was always to you. Absolutely nothing.
Is someone in there?
No, it's the room next door. They're having a party.
Willie, there's something in the bathtub. Can you go get it?
You better go back to your room.
What? About
The painters, they were painting her room. She just needed to
Willie,
shower.
come on, honey.
Okay, you should
Well,
go back.
I'm naked. This
No,
is
Willie,
I gotta get my
The
clothes.
painters were painting.
Willie,
She just needed to
Willie.
shower.
And of course your damn son was football too. You were such an insecure man. It's no wonder why you feasted on my doings. I think the hardest thing is realizing after all these years, you didn't love me. I was just a pawn, just used for your escape from reality. In doing so, I betrayed your wife. You betrayed your wife. Your commitment and your love for another. You betrayed both of your sons, and especially Biff. His trust and respect for you was gone. What's ironic in this whole scenario is while you, Willie, betrayed your very own family, betrayal done to you is your biggest fear. I was your getaway from the world. And while after that night I was angry and loathed you for the longest time, it's still hard to see you in this casket. You're gone, and after all this time I don't hate you because I understand why you did everything you did. You're just an average man trying to make it in this cruel world. Willie, I want you to know I truly did love you, and while the rest of my life has moved on, for the better, from you, I still have those silk stockings.